Good afternoon and welcome to Ashton Farm's Oilseed rape trial. It's the 3rd of February and these crops are still seem to be still growing away. The daytime temperature is running around about 7-8 degrees here. Ground temperature is about 5 degrees today. In this variety trial we have 14 varieties from various breeders. The first variety in this block is Troy, semi-dwarf variety from DSV, drilled at 50 seeds, sitting nice and tight to the ground, nice sat rosetted, quite tight, nice looking variety. Then we have V361 from Monsanto. Drilled at 50 seeds per square meter, also coming along quite nicely. And then plot 3 we have Incentive from DSV. This one's just slightly started to move in the last sort of couple of days, a little bit more than the V361, but coming along quite nicely. That's Incentive. Then we move on to one from Syngenta, which is Fighter, drilled at 60 seeds. This was the first variety in the plot to show signs of the leaf dieback on the leaves. Looking good. That's Fighter from Syngenta. Then we move into a block of Marathon from DSB, drilled at 50 seeds per square meter. Coming along quite nicely. It looks like it's got a bit of go about it. That's Marathon from DSB. Then we move into a block of Fencer from Bayer. I would say in this block, I would say that this variety is the one which has had the most vigor up till now. Shows us signs that got plenty of go about it. Got a distinct sort of characteristics about the leaf on this variety. I think it's going to be quite a good shootout between the Fighter, Marathon and Fencer. So that's Fencer from Bayer, new one. Then we move into Arizo from RAGT, again drilled at 50 seeds. Not so vigorous, that sort of a little bit sort of shorter than the Fencer, but coming along quite nicely. That's Arizo from RAGT. Then we move into WRH424 from DSB, again drilled at 50 seeds. I think this one's going to be named Einstein, so that's one to keep a lookout for. But coming along quite nicely. So that's 424 from DSB. Then we move into a block of DGC220 from Monsanto. This is perked up in the last few days. Quite interestingly, this one and Fencer from Bayer were the two cleanest plots in the trial site here for FOMA. Really clean. The Fencer and the GGC220 were by far the cleanest of the plots. So that's 220 from Monsanto. Then we move into WRH410 from DSB. We had this in trial last year and yielded quite well on a fertile site. This site is on a Cotswold brash, drilled with a Vadostat carrier with a bio drill on. Drilled at 50 seeds, coming along quite nicely. So that's WRH410. Then we move into a block of Compass from DSB. Again drilled at 50 seeds. Out of all the varieties we had in trial last year, the Compass was by far the easiest to combine. It just combines so easily, flowed, just like water in the combine. It just combines so easy. That's Compass from DSB. Then we move into next block, which is WRH411 from DSB. I would say this one's slightly in front of the 410. coming along quite nicely. Little bit, I would have said, in forward of the compass as well. We had this also in trial last year. There's not a lot to sort of choose between the two, but that was on a fertile site, so it'll be interesting to see how it fares, you know, on the light brasher ground. And then lastly, we move into a block of Gin Fizz, which we had in trial last year, which we were pleased with the results. That we put it into a big block here. This is Gin Fizz. Again, drilled at 50 seeds. But I think these crops are looking, you know, quite nicely. We haven't had really any frosts or anything to get on top of the charlock. All this site has had a treatment of fox across it for the charlock, but we haven't seen any frost yet, and good thing we haven't seen any pigeons either. But this is a view of overview of the trial site here at Charfield, and thank you very much for your time. Thank you.